Great pleasure to have my friends back in the studio, Earl Bell and his fiance that they should be getting married anytime soon.
Yeah, if he'd get off the pot.
Chie, how you doing?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great. A lot of things have happened since the last time we had you guys here about a year ago.
Yes.
Now, you just got through with a competition.
Yes.
Where were you guys at?
We were at the Columbus, Ohio.
And this is the Arnold? Is this the big one?
Yes, this is the big one in the national show. Actually, I was amateur, so amateur division figure, open figure A class.
Okay.
And I took a third place.
That is phenomenal.
Wow,
My
that's
God.
in the world.
In the world. Now, this is over. There was like 500 women, but there's different classes, and you took third. I'm very proud of you.
Yeah. Well, actually, there's all the competitor, including the male, and that was 500 competitors, and but 6 classes in my division.
How long have you been training?
Well, since 2002,
Okay.
I started training. But for the competition, my first competition was 2003.
Okay.
And then Earl trained me for that. Right. And then since then, he'll train me every competition.
Buddy, and she's going to be training you for many years to come. It's like when I told my dad I'm getting married, and I thought he was happy for me. Years later, I realized he was laughing. It ain't funny.
Now, I understand there's a little bit of an accent. You're from Japan.
Yes.
How long you been here in America?
14 years going on 15. Yes.
Okay. Now, how hard was it for a Japanese lady to get into muscle and fitness? I mean, to become where you are today. I mean, you're absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, thank you so
No,
much.
Earl.
See, that's why I like
He's
to come
talking.
here.
You said Earl,
I
I'm
like to come
gorgeous, or
here.
you were calling my name? Oh, okay.
You're a pretty man, too. My friend. Pretty big man.
Well, actually, I was already working at the gym,
Okay.
athletic gym, and the first I teach swimming
Okay.
to the children and also as adults, and also I did a personal training and aerobics instructor. So I was in pretty good shape back then
Okay.
already, but not so much weight training.
Okay.
And I got into weight training couple of years after I was start working at the gym, and actually I got married. And I came to the United States.
And then you also have 3 children, right?
Yes, I do.
I remember seeing some before and after pictures. Well, after you're here right now.
Right.
But you were like 160 pounds, weren't you?
Yes.
You're a little butterball.
Let's call it. You were,
Butterball.
No, you were chunky. Come on.
Yeah, well, yes, I was.
And that's what happened.
And you know, I'm so short too. So
You are little.
know,
How tall are you?
only 5 feet.
Okay, so you're 5
Oh,
feet.
you can look eye to eye to
I know. Good
Potsy.
thing is come with a small package. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
See, there you go.
So after 3 children at 160 pounds, did you just make up your mind that you did not want to be a little butterball anymore?
Well, I was always,
Dude, don't call her a little Earl's sitting
insecure,
there.
about myself, and I was just depressing every day. And but what happened was actually I went to the doctor to get a physical.
Okay.
And they told me that I have a high cholesterol.
Oh, okay.
And I was only at the time
Tim?
25
Okay.
and 280.
It was over
But
280?
Yes. So they will
Oh,
say, okay,
woman.
you have to take a medication. And they will say, you from Japan, and you're not that obese. I mean,
Right.
I was chunky, but I was not that obese. So
Right.
they will say, they don't know why I have a high cholesterol, which is, I find out that my father has it.
Okay, so it's hereditary a little bit. All right.
And that's at
And so
American
that's it.
food, too.
Right.
Didn't help
Exactly. I love food. You see, my before picture. That's
Right.
that's
Yeah.
what happened with the
Jerry,
pizza.
too.
Stop it. Stop. I do.
Yeah, but I didn't want to take medication, so I would like to, started exercising and also eat right. So I told doctor, let me, do that first, and if
Okay.
I can control that, and I don't have to take medication. So that's how I actually started back.
All right, so what made you decide, okay, you wanted to go into competition?
Well, you know what? My weight came down, and I always like
Yes,
to
it
have
did.
some type. I like to have goal, something to look up to, and
Sure.
then okay, and then so when I got to the point where I'm kind of was comfortable, and they'll say, "What is next?"
Okay.
And I started. I didn't want to do fitness. I'm not so flexible actually, and I didn't want to do bodybuilding.
Right.
But I would just continue to work out. So when I met Earl, actually, this was a new sports called Figure came out at 2003.
All right.
And he told me, he suggested me to maybe I should go for it. And then this is actually, you don't have to do routine.
Okay.
You know, fitness, they do jump up and down, push up, split, and back flip and stuff like that. But actually, Figure is just a quarter turn with a 5-inch heel. We come on the stage with a 2-piece posing suit.
Yeah, I've seen it.
You've seen that part.
I've seen that part.
Right.
All right. So then, so Earl, when you met her, what did you think? All right, here's a gal that really has a nice physique, and if I train her properly, she can go to the
told
next...
me, he said,
No.
damn.
No. That was not what he said.
That's not what happened? What did
that
he
was
say?
not what he said.
All right. Well, let's hear the story then.
Yeah, let's hear his rap.
Well, actually, when we were talking about it, we were in my office. She was working for me as a trainer. She had just came to work there.
Okay.
And I had heard about the figure division.
Right.
And I told her, I said, well, you know, take off your clothes. Let me take a look at you.
That's my guy. I like your style, brother.
And see, that's the move she thought it was. But when she disrobed,
right.
I mean, I as a judge, I was a judge for a very long time in Illinois for bodybuilding and figure and fitness.
Right.
And I always critique physique. So I just started picking a physique apart, and she just kind of got pissed off.
No, you learned that one straight away, didn't you?
That's all right. Don't worry about it.
No, we say worse, honey.
All right.
So, and so from then I said, well, you know, if you can fix this, if you could correct, like she had great quads, but her hamstrings and glutes were not where they needed to be for championship caliber.
Japanese. I mean, I don't want to blame it on that. You know, but we don't have a really big butt, and I mean we have a
Jerry
good
does.
leg and good calves.
Yes, you do.
But I just need to bring it. You see, this is my trophy.
Jerry, don't
Actually,
touch
that's
that
what they're
trophy.
looking for.
Okay, so they're looking
So
for that.
I need to build up my glutes and a little bit more hamstring.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so that you gave her tips on how to do that. Is that okay?
And then the thing was, we started working together for the competition.
Right.
But she knew nothing about figure, and I knew nothing about figure because it was new.
Right.
So we learned looking at the different shows and reading up on what we could. And in her very first show, well, it was the Illinois State.
Illinois State Championship. That was 28 girls, and I
she
took
took
a
fifth.
Really?
And so
First time you ever competed?
Yep. So we kind of knew she, had what it takes. So each year she's placed second, 3 or 4 times
About
at the
3,
state
right.
before she won it in 2009. So it's been a work in progress. But yeah, from that first initial competition of doing so well among so many girls, I knew she had what it took.
We're going to have to take a quick break for traffic. Can I get you guys to stick around with me for a little bit this morning?
Sure.
My wife asked me to ask you some fitness tips because she's kind of got this, but it's down here.
She doesn't.
No, she actually does. My wife's got
She
a big
doesn't.
booty.
She's a
and
nice
she wants
lady,
to know.
too.
Nice.
No, she does. I mean,
That's
really.
nice, right.
We call her Woody, a white girl with a booty. So if
Woody.
you can help me get some tips for that.
Oh
I
yeah.
actually like that.
Oh
Rudy.
yeah.
So, all right, you guys can stick around. We're going to keep you here all hour, if that's all right.